Alright, welcome everyone. This is Be Inspired channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys a little basics on PowerDirector 16 here. So first off, to start this, we have to of course insert a video. Now I already have my video inserted, but just in case, I'll show you that here. You go File and Import, and then Media Files. And then you open that, and then from here you select your video wherever it is located, and then you click Open. Now from here the video will pop up. So then you can click on it and play it here, or you can insert it in your editing stations here. And so from here there's a lot of options that you can do, but I'll just show you some basics. This is your timeline. You can forward here, rewind back. If you want to cut a part of your video, gonna right click here, split it. You're gonna split the video if you want to cut in between two parts of the video. And of course Control Z is your best friend in an editing software and in several other ways. So you can click that and it just undoes everything you just did. So couple other things. This bar can show your whole video without using that tab. And let's see. And if you would like to put a title in your video, you see I already have a title here, but if you just want text only, you have a couple options here. And so let's say you want this one, for example. Now it of course isn't gonna have your title in it yet. It's just gonna have a different title. So if you want to modify that, see it's playing right here, kind of like the Star Wars theme. If you want to modify that, you can right click it and add to timeline. You could do that, or you can modify it first. Then from this menu we can change all the text by selecting it all, and of course then backspace. And then you can add your title, say for example, it's like Star Wars, and then you can add a whole lot of other things. But then from here you can change the font, and there are several options of different fonts here, as you can see. Yeah, it keeps going. And so then let's say this one, and then you can of course change the different sizes, font, and then the color. Oops. And the color here. Can go dark blue. But before it changes, you have to click OK, and then eventually it'll change to this different color. And then of course italicize and bold it. And yeah, that's basic on that. And then you can play it just to see what it would look like. So once you're done with that, you click OK. And then you can enter the name of your template. So I'll call this Star Wars. And then you click OK. And so from here, you have your custom title, and then of course you can insert that in your film or movie or video, and then you can play it. Now the title, see, and it's going across it, and it's also showing cool shadow there. That's pretty cool. So yeah, that's how you do a title, and then if you want to cut that out, you can just cut it. Something else you can do is you can copy it, and then you can paste another one exactly like it. You could overwrite it or insert it, so then you have two titles. Alright, so that's titles, so I'm just gonna cut that out. Oh, and cut that one out since we duplicated it. So now you have a few other options to make your video look fantastic. You have the option of, oh yeah. Okay, so the symbol is the thunder, or not thunder, lightning strike through the film. Now here, you have a whole lot of options, a bunch of them. Like this one here, it shows it's wiping the clock. Now I can show you what that would look like in a film here. So I'll split it here, and then I will select this one and put it right in between. Now when you play it, yeah, it should do that. It looks a little weird, I know, in that part of the video, but just for an example of how that works. And of course there's a lot of other options, but I'm gonna take that part out. Alright, so got a lot of cool ones. And blur, of course, pretty generic. You know, you have 3D styles, do crazy ones like that, you know, flipping, blizzard styles, dissolving, flocking, all sorts of things. Oh yeah, and I like the broken glass one, that one's pretty cool. And the burning one, that's also really cool. Alright, so okay, now just a few things. I know this is a basics video. Just a few things that I think is important here. So these are to help your video look better quality. So there's just a few of them you can put here. Now I'm not gonna go too detailed into this. So this I think is just a little bit more advanced, but just so you know where it is, you can go to FX and mess around with these, and you can insert them in your video. And it will put it in the whole video if you don't select a certain part of it. So if you just want to put in a certain section of the video, you can split it and then put this part in it, and then it'll put the whole effect into that part of the video, and it has the eye symbol and it says focus effect. So that's pretty cool if you ever want to try that part too. Other than that, here's some little effects if you want to put them in your video just for fun. They kind of look cool. I personally have never used these, but they look pretty interesting. You could put snow in your video, and then you have snow falling. there's the snow. That's neat. Okay. Oh, you can also have one. Okay, so in order to insert credits at the end of your video, you're going to select the text symbol, the same as the title where we put in the beginning of the video. So we click the credits, and then there are a bunch of different style credits, and these look new here. But the one I usually use for my videos is this one, Clover. I don't really like the clovers in the background, but it's a good speed for credits so that you can see, who's involved and for this certain video that you make. And hopefully it loads. Oh, here, I can show you an example at the end of my video. Scroll back a bit. Play it here. See, it goes at a decent speed, and you can kind of see it. Just the clovers are a little interesting. But, there's different examples here. So you can pick whichever one you like best in these. And you do the same thing as you did with the title. You right click it to modify it, and then you type what you'd like. Like here's one example there. That's some interesting credits. Yep, there's one. And so there's just a lot of modes on PowerDirector, but my advice is to just make a video and put it in here and just mess with it a bit, and eventually you'll be pro at it. And then, from here, this program is just a little snippet of the editing world. From there you can go on to different editing softwares like Adobe Pro and Vegas Pro and a lot of others that are cool. And just a few things I wanted to end with to show you is, after you're done with the editing, you can go to the produce section. And then from here, you can play your video again if you want all the way through. But then you can enable it to preview during the production, so you can just see. It goes a little faster though, but you can just see how it looks through the producing part. And here is where it shows your storage, how much is used, how much is free and remaining and produced. I think that is very helpful, and it even shows like the time here. So that's just the pretty basic stuff, but then when you click start, but I've already produced this video, but I'll just explain it here. If you click start, it will tell you if you want to turn off your device after it's done producing to save energy. So that's an option, helpful option if you choose that. But yeah, that's just some basics on PowerDirector 16. And pretty soon I will be uploading some cool effect that you can do on PowerDirector. And don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching. Hope you have a good day.